Alright, we're in for another beautiful TI request game. Let's take a look at the Dire. It is Alchemist, Invoker, Witch Doctor, Zeus, and Bounty. So with an Alchemist, this is going to be actually disgusting. And then on the side of the Radiant, you've got Dazzle, Pudge, Shadow Shaman, Crystal Maiden, as well as a Winter Wyvern. So I don't know exactly where the damage is coming from. Who's... Okay, so mid is mid the Shadow Shaman, or is mid... Yeah, mid... Or is it now going to be the Crystal Maiden? I don't understand this Radiant lineup that much. I understand the Dire lineup. Farming, mid, support, offlane 4. Easy. Literally easy. But for Radiant, I don't... What? I don't... Support 4 position. Just rudeness, you know?
The battle begins.
No need to be rude. 3 bounty runes are picked up here for the side of the Dire. And they might actually kill this Dazzle. Shadow Wave comes out, and with the Arc Lightning, Zeus is able to get first blood, so things are already rolling. But the D-Ward comes out for the Radiant, so there's that. I mean, that's always good to have, and actually missing this first creep wave just about is the Invoker. So he's going to be a step behind this Shadow Shaman by a step. I mean, a half level at the moment. So we'll see if he's able to pull the lane back. And really, Invoker should over the Shadow Shaman. This shouldn't be that hard of a lane. Alchemist here with the Witch Doctor. He's just trying to let... Yeah, Alchemist here with the Witch Doctor. He's just trying to let the Alchemist farm up as much as he can. Dazzle goes down again to the Zeus. He's got no more mana. So for now, I mean, this lane is a little bit safe for the Winter Wyvern and the Dazzle. But that comes at the cost of him dying twice. And Maledict Frostbite, as well as the Rot, will lead to the Witch Doctor's death. As it's 2-1, but already a 1,000 net worth lead for the Dire. And oop, Hook comes out with the Frostbite. There's a lot of damage here. And Witch Doctor is not making this easy for the Alchemist by feeding these two. And almost pushing them ahead of the Alchemist. The level 3 is going to get hard when you've got another level in that Frostbite. Things are not going to get easy. And all of a sudden, Radiant, when I wonder where their damage comes from, they are chasing down the Zeus now. And they look over with this Bounty Hunter nearby. They ping him out. I'm pretty sure they had vision on him for a moment, but he goes around the trees and somehow makes it through the trees, jukes him, and gets away. But the damage has been plentiful for the Radiant side, at least for now. So we'll see how this all ends up working out, and when this Crystal Maiden does in fact hit level 3, you've got level 3 here for the Pudge with 2 in the hook, 1 in the Rot, so the damage is up. And, right. Thought I was leaning on something as Zeus gets taken out. Dazzle. Shadow Wave keeps him alive for now. Bounty Hunter is still trying to chase Janata up in 4. Melee range, no Shuriken, turns back for a moment. There's the Arctic Burn. And doesn't have enough mana for Shadow Walk. He does have a Mango if he's forced to use it. He's far enough back where I think he's okay. And oops, Splinter Blast. Knocks him back even further. And then over mid, yeah, Invoker has just about caught up. So that's how I figured that would play out. Shadow Shaman does hit, I think, what is it? Shadow Shaman has the second highest base damage in the game. Something like that. I mean, something up there. Maybe top 5. I forget the stat. I think it was second highest. Ooh. What is the Dazzle behind the tower? And they're going to lose this Winter Wyvern. Actually, almost lose the Dazzle as well. So the kill comes out here for the Dire, and they'll salve up to keep this Zeus near the lane. Just stay in XP range. EXP range. And trying to find that Bounty Rune. Doesn't actually throw the stun in time. And the Bounty Rune is picked up by the Crystal Maiden. So, bit of a misplay there from the Alchemist. Trying to bulk up on that farm. This Crystal Maiden now hits level 3. Goes 2 in the Arcane Aura. Not 2 into the Frostbite, which would have given about 50 more damage, which is nice. But Shadow Shaman rotating. See what he's able to do. Into the trees they go. They bring the Bounty Hunter over. Sentry Ward. Actually, the Observer Ward's here from the Dire to spot them. So Shadow Shaman back to mid and back to farming, but now a level behind this Invoker. But again, look at that base damage. Look at that damage really coming out. Now they've got the Shackle. Might even be able to kill him. And oh, they trade. That's beautiful. That was actually beautiful as the Crystal Maiden drops over top. This is actually to the Alchemist. Surprisingly enough. I didn't think that was going to be a trade. Obviously, he stood in the Sunstrike. And, Winter Wyvern pauses. That actually pauses the replay. So this timer is not, like, just game timer.
So my question becomes, can you unpause it, or skip through the pause if you just move a second? I'm enjoying my Night Punch. The Radiant's very pleasant. I appreciate that. I appreciate the friendliness of a team. Like, Dire's the absolute idiot. Or not idiot, sorry. I didn't mean to say idiot. Absolute opposite. Ready to go. Hook comes out on a creep. He will deny himself. Now the Frostbite on the Witch Doctor. Maledict follows it up. No follow-up on that, however. At least he's hitting his Maledict, unlike the last Witch Doctor we saw not hitting the early Maledicts, although later in the game it did work out as the Zeus chased down, killed off. Dazzle, no Shallow Grave, and with the Shuriken, is able to clean him up. So a trade so far. Splinter Blast with the Arctic Burn. There's a lot of damage onto the Bounty Hunter, and finally able to go invis. Really dealing with a lot of damage coming out from the Winter Wyvern. Somehow Radiant are keeping it relatively close. Hook comes out onto the Witch Doctor with the Frostbite. They'll have the damage. Maybe thinking about going after the Alchemist. Right in his face. And Crystal Nova with the Rot. It's another kill there for the Pudge. And also denies himself. Meanwhile, Dazzle ends up dropping with the Winter Wyvern coming back up. But they kill the Zeus. So kills top. Gonna make quite the difference. Especially once this Pudge does, in fact, pick up that flesh heap. He's been involved in 4 already. Invoker just took a lot of damage real quick. As well as picking up that Midas.
It's all the same to me.
As the Serpent Wards drop down, probably with Ether Shock and the Shackle. Bounty Hunter here, and Shackle comes out. These Serpent Wards will trade, but it's a kill there for the Bounty Hunter. He needs to get that level 6, start getting the Track out for his team. So Track and Alchemist here for the Dire. Let's see if they're able to win it. As over bottom, they take out the Zeus. Dazzle and Winter Wyvern combining for damage. One would never guess.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Does this turn into Dragonlance, Ags, Arctic Burn, and all that in the damage?
Dazzle.
Cask bouncing around. Winter Wyvern dies. They might go for this as the Frostbite comes in. I think you're thinking about the Cask, but it's on cooldown at the moment, and that puts him right into the hook. As well as going down to this Pudge. Charges up the stun. There's the Thunder God's Wrath. The chase is on. They've got the Crystal Maiden. Now turns it towards the Crystal Maiden. Meanwhile, Invoker's dead to this Shadow Shaman, as well as the Dazzle. Crystal Maiden under the tower. Might be able to Frostbite him if he gets the mana back in time. Unfortunately, won't. Now goes into the creeps and ends up dying to him. Winter Wyvern comes over with the Arctic Burn, unable to kill this Alchemist. At least, not yet. Yeah, if he could find the Splinter's Blast, maybe.
Dire's middle tower has been denied.
Zeus comes over. This is 12 to 11. And with an Alchemist as well as a Bounty Hunter, this is an even game so far, but Track has just been picked up by the Bounty. Frostbite again, as well as the Arctic Burn on these heroes. Alchemist, when we switch over the net worth 10 minutes in, top of the net worth, but not by as much as you would have thought. But comes out, whoa, blind hook, nicely done. Now the Winter's Curse comes in, and as well as him stunning himself, the chase is on from this Pudge as well as the Winter Wyvern, but the Zeus is going to follow this up. They've got the hook. Thunder God's Wrath will kill off the Alchemist, but they will lose both the Winter Wyvern as well as the Pudge in return. Shuriken stops the ulti from the Crystal Maiden, not doing much of anything, and they do have Track, and they will grab the kill. Trouble is the Dazzle, tracked up, killed off. They look over, Sunstrike onto the Shadow Shaman. Tornado a little bit late. Unable to get the kill. He can just get the Shadow Shaman out.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant structures are
Shadow Shaman without a TP. He's forced to walk back. You take a look at the Invoker.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Why is this all of a sudden? That was very weird. I was hovered over someone. It was going, when I went up, it went down, and when I went down, it went up. For a moment, it just wasn't changing. Usually it changes after a while. They get the stun on the Winter Wyvern. Alchemist moving in. He is a level behind, but the track comes out on the Winter Wyvern. So now the chase is on. as well as the Janata. So they are trying to get this kill. They might even dive under the tower, but he's got Cold Embrace in 3. So I don't think they're going to get it. Meanwhile, Pudge and Witch Doctor die. As his chase was on, but over top, Zeus fighting Crystal Maiden, and the ulti. Oh! Looking for the Crystal Nova. Throws the lightning bolt, and oh, now the Nova, he's behind, he's in the trees. Oh, doesn't even go back to base. Stellar performance. Absolutely stellar. So again, Alchemist still, and it is top 4 are the Dire, so things are looking okay, but it's pretty close. For everybody on the Radiant, their farm is spread out just about evenly. We'll see if that helps the Radiant coming in later to this game. Oops. Oopsie. Find the Invoker. Crystal Nova with the Shackle. Thunder God's Wrath comes in. Dismember used. They'll get the kill. They'll look over the Zeus with the hook. But here comes the Bounty Hunter. Hex comes out from the Shadow Shaman. They're unable to get the kill. Finally with the Ether Shock, they'll find it. Crystal Maiden trying to run away. The cask will bounce. And the track comes in, bouncing back. That's going to be 1, 2 track kills, possibly another. There's the Shackle, but Witch Doctor's here, and with the Maledict Shuriken, it'll be another track kill for them. So a good chunk of gold going their way. But the same could be said for the Radiant as they kill out both the Zeus and the Invoker.
Dazzle.
I'll take that.
Been trying to figure out this formula for ages.
Dire's
Fight for
bottom
the
tower is
Dazzle.
under attack.
Crystal Maiden saving up gold. We'll see what she goes for. Shadow Shaman, Blink, Pudge, Radiance. Interesting. Alchemist going into the Radiance. 2 Yules here for the Invoker. And then Zeus in a little bit of trouble. Winter Wyvern here. There's the Shackle, but they've got the Janata. With the Winter's Curse, that hits onto the Bounty Hunter. Not going to do a lot of damage, but now they drop down the Serpent Wards, which should be able to get at least 1 kill onto the Zeus. They'll look for more on the Bounty Hunter. That's going to be 2 as Crystal Maiden drops down the ulti. Hook very north of
Dire's bottom
this
tower
Witch
is under
Doctor.
attack.
Jinzo the Trap Lord. A little interesting Yu-Gi-Oh reference for you.
Dire's structures are fortified. Dire's bottom tower is under
Nope.
attack. Dire's
Dismember
bottom
comes out on the Witch Doctor. The chase is on with the Rot. So now 9 stacks of Flesh Heap, and that's only level 1.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
I mean, this is getting really good for the Pudge overall. As that Radiance, as well as just the magic resistance he's going to have, will be interesting against this team as the track is on. The Shadow Wave comes out, trying to save the life of the Crystal Maiden. Sunstrike going to be left, but they've got the Shuriken, as well as the Cold Snap. Winter Wyvern buys out on the Phase Boots, but... oh, doubling back for the Bounty Rune. Not the play. Nothing disjoints the coconut.
Is under
Double
attack.
damage.
Shadow Shaman tries to blink away. 35 rot damage here for the Pudge at level 10. And getting closer and closer to finishing off that Sacred Relic. Still about 1,000 gold away. Stopping these bounty runes from going into the hands of this Alchemist, who still only has the Armlet and is sitting second on the net worth, which is
Radiant structures
shocking,
are fortified.
honestly. Over mid. Invoker in a lot of trouble. The ulti dropped by the Crystal Maiden. Stopped by the cast. Doesn't have that Glimmer Cape. The hook comes through onto the Witch Doctor. Dusted up is this Invoker trying to grab the slow. Will end up getting the kill onto the Witch Doctor, but they find the Frostbite with the Ether Shock. And that will be 2 kills there for the Radiant. And they should have Serpent Wards to drop and take this tier 2 if they want to continue pushing. Hook comes out and he grabs the Alchemist. Nicely done. Grabs the kill. Don't drop down the Serpent Wards. He definitely could.
Dire's middle tower is under
And
attack.
Just trying to go for the Blink Shackle, but there's the track onto the Pudge. He is very tanky, very hard to kill, and turns back around knowing that he's dead. Still just 500 gold off of that Sacred Relic. Meanwhile, Dazzle, he's just eating away at this tower. Doesn't stand for that. Just Sunstrike that comes through.
Bountiful. This will give them the
Alchemist now going for his Relic, and he is still quite a ways out. He's probably the least farming Alchemist I've seen in a long time. Like, Bounty Hunter has more farm than he does, and he's got Boost to Travel into the Vlad. So it almost seems like Dire have put themselves in this position where they know they're going to have gold and are just waiting for that gold to come. So just only a 1,000 net worth lead for the side of the Dire, and we're trying to see what they're able to do with this, and I don't really know the answer at the moment, except for just extend the game and get your gold. You know, there shouldn't be looking a fight. I think the team fight of the Radiant is relatively good if they find a starting pickoff. So Dazzle in a little bit of trouble. Sunstrike, Chaos Meteor, and Shallow Grave comes out. He might be able to survive. They've got the Hex with the Shackle, and there goes the Invoker. And they still don't kill the Dazzle with the Thunder God's Wrath. Oh boy, they might have even gotten more, and they will. Crystal Maiden gets the kill. Maledict, oh, so close. But has the Tranquil. Tranquils should keep him alive, and the lead is now in the hand of the Radiant. For a team like this, the lead being, I mean, in their favor is kind of surprising as they go and kill the Bounty Hunter. They've got themselves dust. They look over the Zeus, who's slowed up thanks to the Orb of Venom as well as the Arctic Burn, and there's the hook to get the kill. Yeah, they get the kill there, and all of a sudden they almost have Ags on the Shadow Shaman. They should just drop Serpent Wards if they kill the Invoker. Look at the damage coming out of the Invoker from the Winter Wyvern. Has to be careful. Sunstrike comes through. Crystal Maiden immediately deleted, and that's the power, but look at this. They'll kill the Invoker. They look around. The Serpent Wards start to do work on to the Dire tier 3. This is literally team support doing it. Team position 4 or 5. This is crazy. They've got the Dismember on the Alchemist. They'll get the kill there with the Ether Shock. Thunder God Wrath. Another Shallow Grave to keep the Dazzle alive. And into the Shackles he goes. And oh my. They get yet another kill. Get the hook onto the Zeus.
Okay, another kill. Buybacks come out on the Bounty Hunter as well as the Alchemist, but the racks are gone. Winter Wyvern with the Cold Embrace surviving for now. Dazzle has Shallow Grave in 3 seconds if he's able to survive, and he will. And there's the Shadow Wave. He probably just killed them both as the Disarm as well as the Chaos Meteor comes in.
Snow shadow.
They have a 5,000 net worth lead. This is like... This shouldn't be happening. Alchemist's farm has just been super underwhelming, to be quite honest. Shadow Shaman picks up the axe. So... That's... okay. Oh boy, Dismember again. Bounty Hunter found again. Shadow Shaman is top of the net worth for the Radiant, and it's followed up by the Pudge, who's 17 stacks of Flesh Heap at level 4. Gives him 2,500 health. And, sitting here with 43% magic resistance.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Frostbite comes out. Thunder God's Wrath. They look over the Zeus for a moment. There's the Crystal Nova. The cast bouncing around. Actually drags it back to the team, close to the team at least. And now Crystal Maiden's gone. They'll look for more in this Shadow Shaman. They've gotten a little bit too aggressive as there is the hook, but he was in the ice wall when he was hooked. And ends up dying.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Mask of Madness, Maelstrom, Winter Wyvern. Wow. Finally stun on the Dazzle. This could be another. Ice wall. Placed down again. There's the Sunstrike. Winter's Curse comes out. Might be able to save him with the Weave on top. Dazzle probably dead, but the Cold Embrace comes out. So they are just trying to support each other and keep themselves alive. Unfortunately, the Dazzle will drop. But that doesn't mean the Invoker's not going to die. As Crystal Maiden comes over the ulti from the Witch Doctor. That's going to be 2. They look over the Crystal Maiden. The Shuriken does stop it. But the Crystal Nova gets the kill. 3 dead on the side of the Dire all of a sudden. Hex comes in. Don't think he'll drop Serpent Wards. Just holds him close. And he might be in trouble. This was a little ambitious to go yourself. And yeah, you're dead. Most likely. Oh, actually not enough mana. Not enough mana. Survives by the skin of his teeth. Wow. Okay. That was very close to being a death.
Fortune's changed.
This team support is pulling it out for the moment. We'll see if they're able to finish the game.
Dark light.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Push this tier 2. And look how quickly they do take the tower. They get the hook onto the Bounty Hunter, get the kill. Now they'll look for more as the Winter's Curse is laid down on top of the Alchemist with the Weave hitting onto the cast bouncing around. But with the ulti from the Crystal Maiden, what can they do? This is so much damage coming out, and they'll get themselves the kill. Wow. Sunstrike, Chaos Meteor trying to defend. Nobody has buyback. They'll kill off the Invoker. The only one alive is the Witch Doctor, and here come the Serpent Wolves. Oh, but the Frostbite, Crystal Nova, full team one. Wow.
Bottom tower has fallen. Dire's bottom barracks are under attack.
Light.
Dire's bottom barracks has fallen. Dire's bottom barracks has fallen. Dire's middle tower is under attack.
They go for the tier 3 over mid.
Dire's
Track comes out, cool embrace.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Just give me mega creeps. I don't really see a way Dire get back into this.
Dire's middle barracks has fallen. Dire's middle barracks has fallen. The Radiant now have mega creeps. Dire's middle tower is under attack.
I really... Oh. Looking for the hook. Not going to find it. Serpent Ward's available in 34. I mean, that could be the end of it. Look at that damage coming out from the Winter Wyvern. Looking at this Alchemist trying to survive now on the runaway, but with the Winter's Curse, Tornado EMP comes around on the Shadow Shaman. He's going to be the first one to die. They're looking for the Winter Wyvern. They've lost the Alchemist. Cold Embrace to keep him alive, but the ulti for the Crystal Maiden! Again! This has just been devastating. Frostbite comes in. Just... No dismember needed. I meant to say that the Deafening Blast comes out but doesn't do enough. They lose the Invoker. They lose the Witch Doctor. The only one alive is the Bounty Hunter. And the Dire are starting to lose the tier 4s.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Team support.
Dire's middle tower has
Looking
fallen.
like they're going to pull away from it. And they have.
Dire's ancient
Wow.
Radiant under attack.
Okay. That was crazy.